This presentation is brought to you by the following. With tax season just around the corner, visit Flicker's Tax Service in Taylorsville, Mississippi, providing expert knowledge on all returns from 1040EZs to corporations as well as payroll. Flicker's Tax Service. Call 601-785-6900. Southeastern Baptist College, empowering students to reach their spiritual, academic, and athletic potential. Discover the difference at your hometown college. Southeastern Baptist College, equipping the saints.
Having AC issues? Does your vehicle no longer drive like new? Head on over to Keys Automotive in Laurel. Keys Automotive specializes in repairing foreign and domestic vehicles. Keys Automotive, located at 623 Arco Lane in Laurel, or call Charles Keys at 601-649-0517.
There's no quick fix, or there's no we should have called this play or that play. We sure made a lot of mistakes as players and coaches, but the truth of the matter is we've got to take each game like it's our last game, okay? And we've got to translate what we do in practice to the game on Friday night, because like I said, with Foot, we had a good week of practice, and we just didn't transfer it. And I'll be honest with you, the Purvis is a good team. They played some good people, just like us, and they're a good team, and we'll learn from it and move on. It'll have to be quick because we play another good team this Friday.
I definitely understand that, Coach. And guys, I'm not sure. We had some technical difficulties before the start of the broadcast, but if so, and if you didn't hear everything that was said before the broadcast started, I'm just saying to you guys, just thank you for logging into the broadcast. This broadcast is brought to you by Scenic Productions, LLC, and fueled by Southeastern Baptist College in Laurel and Flicker's Tax Service in Taylorsville, and also Keys Automotive. I'm sitting here today with Coach Braddock and the Week 5 player of the game, Jason Garcia. So once again, I do apologize if you were unable to hear the beginning part of the broadcast of what Coach Braddock was saying in the beginning. But to move on, now one thing I noticed, Coach, is the Tornadoes seem to have kept the same offensive formation with two wingmen, a running back, and most plays, if not every time they were in that formation, they always would send a wingman in motion, who would most times take the handoff. Do you think there was any confusion on the defense's part due to the success the Tornadoes were having running from that formation?
No, I don't think there was any confusion. I mean, they didn't do anything different than what we practiced. I mean, they on both sides of the ball, they did exactly what we practiced. I think, you don't see that type of offense every day, and it's hard to simulate it in practice. And you can think you're going fast and try to go fast in practice, but to simulate the speed of the game is just is challenging. And again, I think the big thing is we were soft in some spots. We didn't play with physicality, and of course that allowed them to that allowed them to move the ball. We had them in the big thing, because those type teams are going to get some yards here and there on you. The big thing we got to do, of course, we had to stay on the field a long time, but the big thing we got to do is when we get them in third down situations, we've got to get them off the field. When we get on money downs, we got to get off the field. There's no ifs, ands, and buts about it.
Okay, and that's understandable. Usually in games we hope things go as practice, and sometimes it doesn't. It's football. You see it in the pros. They practice. Sometimes things don't go as planned, but the important thing is you're playing, you make changes, and it's going to work. If it doesn't work, hey, we always live to play another Friday. But despite the defensive struggles, there were times when the defense made some huge stops, forcing the Tornadoes to punt. Now, talk about the toughness of the core defensive players like Jawad Jones, who made stops in the backfield, and Ben Knight and Cody Hyatt from the outside linebacker position. Defensive end Ty Hosey, who had a fumble recovery for a touchdown, including defensive tackle Zach Rogers, free safety Kai Braddock, who was making plays with limited use of one hand, and even Mason Smith, who made some critical tackles and pass breakups from the free safety position. Now, I know there are a lot more playmakers, but talk about this core group of guys.
Well, I think it's just what you said. We got a great core. Now, there's some pieces that we've got to fix to the puzzle. Maybe move this guy or shift this guy, but definitely you just named some winners, and definitely proud of those guys. Jawad makes a lot of plays for us, and we try to scheme up and put him exactly where we think they're going to run the ball, and of course they sometimes do different things. And Mason, had a big interception. He's a good player. Ben Knight's just a typical Northeast football player. He's a tough kid that when we talked about needing more physicality, he's not a kid that we were talking about. He doesn't mind sticking his nose in there. I'm kind of biased to the safety, Kai Braddock. He gets to live with me every night. So to tell you that I was proud of him. Playing with a broke hand. He never wavered. I never wavered. He never wavered. His mother never wavered. He wanted to play from the word go, and our trainers, Kurt Landrum, and everybody did a great job. Dr. Burgess, getting him ready. So I was proud of the fact that we do have a core group that's tough. We just got to kind of mix and match some pieces to the puzzle. Those guys battle. Cody Hyatt, you mentioned him. Cody's a winner. He's a good kid. I don't think those guys that you mentioned on defense, ever laid down. They just, like I said, that group was pretty good, and a couple of times got to the edge on us, and we kept fighting. We got to move the ball some at times on offense and give those guys a break.
Exactly, Coach. So next up, the Tigers, they host the Aggies from Forest County Agricultural. So what have you seen from this team?
Big and physical. Physical, downhill. Hit you in the mouth. They're gonna line up, in a 5-2 on defense. They're gonna play man to man, and if you let them take your milk money on Monday, they're gonna take it on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. If you don't fight back, they're gonna get your lunch every day. And that's what I told our kids. Whether it's offensively, we got to make some plays because they're gonna have man to man coverage. And if you beat man to man coverage, or if we get a hat on a hat blocking and we slip through there, it's a touchdown. There's no safety there. Defensively, when we're on defense, their offense, they're going to line up and they're going to run it right at us. And here we are. Get what you can, and that's their mindset. So it's going to be physical.
Okay. And that's the same thing I was thinking, Coach, when you say they're very physical, because I don't know really much about distant high schools like that. But when I look at their name and I see Forest County Agricultural, that's usually out there in the country, the big guys, big country boys, they are usually the physical guys. So I would expect them to be a physical football team. So and I believe it'll be a really good ball game against a really good football team. So that's really what you want. People say they want the easy game, but they don't want the easy game. They want a good competitive ball game. That's what brings out the best in teams. The teams that go against these powerhouse and good physical teams, that's what's going to bring out the best in you. Well, Coach, we're midway into the season. and the Tigers will start division play in 2 weeks. So looking at the team performance and your record now, is this where you expected the team to be at this point?
Well, you'd always like record-wise, you'd always like to be a little better, but we're in the middle of the road, And the truth be known, like I told the kids, this week it matters to me. They all matter to me, but if you really want to draw it up, the end of the game and the score is not as important as are we getting better, because next week it begins for real with division play, and that's when we want to start playing our best and start peaking so that you can peak out when it's time for the playoffs, and that's kind of what you're wanting to do. So our message this week is, we want to win, we're competitive, but we're trying to work on us. We're trying to make the Tigers better so that when we get division that we will we'll give our kids the best chance to be successful, and that's kind of our our mindset. There's a couple of games here or there that you could say we let slip away, or didn't play our best, but we're a better football team right now than we were at Franklin County. And that's the goal, is to get better each and every week. To give yourself a chance in division, and I'm fully believe, and those kids believe, we're going to have that opportunity.
Indeed. Well, thank you so much, Coach. It's always good hearing from you. Just like you said, you always want the kids to improve each and every week. And I honestly, from following the Tigers since, the first game, they do improve every game. I mean, no matter what the outcome is, I always see some improvements with every game. And I mean, that's, just hats off to you and the coaching staff. And like I've told you, even from the first broadcast, I mean, I really enjoy the coaching staff that you have this year. I mean, they're more in tune with the kids. They have a good relationship with them, and the way the players receive them, it really says a lot. So it's a good thing you got going. Well, all right. Well, again, thank you, Coach. And listeners, we're going to step away for a moment to hear from our sponsors. Then we'll come back and hear from our Scenic Productions LLC Week 5 Player of the Game, kicker Jason Garcia. So stay tuned. This broadcast is brought to you by Scenic Productions LLC and fueled by the following.
Flicker's Tax Service. With tax season just around the corner, visit Flicker's Tax Service in Taylorsville, Mississippi, providing expert knowledge on all returns from 1040EZs to corporations as well as payroll. Flicker's Tax Service. Call 601-785-6900. Southeastern Baptist College, empowering students to reach their spiritual, academic, and athletic potential. Discover the difference at your hometown college. Southeastern Baptist College, equipping the saints.
Having AC issues? Does your vehicle no longer drive like new? Head on over to Keys Automotive in Laurel. Keys Automotive specializes in repairing foreign and domestic vehicles. Keys Automotive, located at 623 Arco Lane in Laurel, or call Charles Keys at 601-649-0517.
Hey, this is Mason Smith, quarterback and defensive back for the Northeast Jones Tigers and the Scenic Productions LLC Week 3 Player of the Game. Thank you for supporting the Tigers and tuning into this broadcast.
And welcome back to the broadcast, brought to you by Scenic Productions LLC. Now, before the break, we heard from NEJ head coach Keith Braddock. Now for our Week 5 Player of the Game, kicker Jason Garcia. Jason, how's it going today, man?
I'm doing good.
Doing pretty good. I bet you are after the performance you had Friday. So, Jason, your stat line from Friday against the Tornadoes is as followed. 3 kickoffs for 108 yards with a 36-yard average, 1 touchback with the longest being 60 yards, 1 for 1 on PAT and field goals. So how happy are you with your performance?
I'm pleased with my performance. I'm really happy that I did good and helped the team out.
Okay, that's good stuff. Now, let me ask you this. Have you ever been in a situation where winning the game was all on you? Like you had to make the final field goal in order to win the game for your team?
I have not yet. Hopefully, maybe one day it'll happen. I'll be happy with myself if I